Hello and welcome to another poetry walk with me, Arthur, from Poetry from the Shires. Today we're in a beautiful forest in Kent. The first poem is by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveller long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. The next poem I'm going to read to you is by Keats. Oh, what can ail thee, knight at arms, alone and palely loitering? The sedge has withered from the lake, and no birds sing. Oh, what can ail thee, knight at arms, so haggard and so woe-begone? The squirrel's granary is full, and the harvest's done. I see a lily on thy brow, with anguish moist and fever dew, and on thy cheeks a fading rose fast withereth too. I met a lady in the meads, full beautiful, a fairy's child. Her hair was long, her foot was light, and her eyes were wild. I made a garland for her head, and bracelets too, and fragrant zone. She looked at me as she did love, and made sweet moan. I set her on my pacing steed, and nothing else saw all day long, for sidelong would she bend and sing a fairy's song. She found me roots of relish sweet, and honey wild, and manna dew, and sure in language strange she said, I love thee true. She took me to her elfin grot, and there she wept and sighed full sore, and there I shut her wild, wild eyes with kisses for. And there she lulled me asleep, and there I dreamed, ah, woe betide, the latest dream I ever dreamt, on the cold hillside. I saw pale kings, and princes too, pale warriors, death pale were they all. They cried, La Belle, merci, thee hath in thrall. I saw their starved lips in the gloam, with horrid warning gaped wide. And I awoke, and found me here, on the cold hillside. And this is why I sojourn here, alone and palely loitering, though the sedge is withered from the lake, and no birds sing. The next poem I'm going to read, well actually it's more of a monologue from A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. This is Theseus. More strange than true, I never may believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold, that is, the madman. The lover, all as frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed a bear. Songs of Innocence by William Blake. So he vanished from my sight, and I plucked a hollow reed, and I made a rural pen, and I stained the water clear, and I wrote my happy songs, every child may joy to hear. Now, this little country road I'm wandering down now was one of my favourite places to escape to when I was younger. I always adored this view. Tended to come here in the summer when it was easy to sit down on the grass and just read and listen to music and listen to the birds and just be absolutely at peace, I suppose. So, in fact, perhaps on that note, I'll read you one of my original poems, one that was written in the forest we've just walked through. And this is also from my new book, Poems for Susan. It's called Sail Away. Sail away with my hand in thine. Sail away, let thy hair float upon the wide ocean air. Dive deep into the ancient realms with me. Fly to me with my woodland sprites. Take life with me in the forest's crystal air. In the golden light through dormant ways where witches live, let us make our love today. And sail away to me. Sail away from me with me. Sail away from fear. Drift off in day and night and feel my love. Absorb my love. And sail